you must at some point come to a sense of this is an R&D product. This is a project that's R&D. At what point does something go from, well, I'd love you to take me through the whole process, but how do you get from something that's R&D to something that's ready to ship? Is there a process of how you think about what that is?
Well, there's a lot of technologies we work on for years, and sometimes they become enabling technologies to create other things. A classic example of that is the multi-touch display, right? We worked on that for years before there was an iPhone, and as you know, and as we talked about, publicly, we were applying that to a different project before we decided to apply it to what became the iPhone. So it's always hard to say, and that's why sometimes it's hard to say even when some projects start, because, well, what do you mean? Because the technologies may have been something that we've been gestating for quite some time.
Yeah, there are so many threads of exploration in experiences we want to create, in fundamental technologies that could enable those experiences. Some of them are in the background percolating for years and years because there's something we know we want to get to, but the pieces aren't quite there. And then there are points where we think we can start to put these pieces together, and we're building prototypes and we're seeing what might work. But even then, to get to the final product, sometimes that's involving, but we're going to need the following pieces of custom silicon to make that happen. And we're going to need the following, camera system with these sensors. And that can be years and years of lead time. And in the end, when you look at a great Apple product, it involved almost every discipline imaginable, the full breadth of the talent of the company, from design to silicon and everything in between. And what's, I think, so incredible about being part of it at Apple is none of us could do it without all of us together. That when we decide there is an experience we want to deliver, there's a product that we want to create, it can be at that point 4 years out, 5 years out, and everybody is going to align and everyone's going to make it happen, and we will knock through walls, many walls, because we know we all depend on each other to get it done. And I think it's just amazing to be part of that group of talented people with that passion to make it happen. But it's a long process.
It is one of those, if we can imagine it, we really feel we can create it because of our ability to do, incredible world-class software, world-class hardware, and now world-class services all combined. We think we can create things that it's hard to create anywhere else.
So you're imagining a car.